Etsy is a visibility gatekeeper. You all need to deeply understand what this means. I go around looking on YouTube and Instagram and TikTok, and so many of you are not getting how Etsy works. You've got to understand what's going on here. Let me give you some examples. Let me paint this picture for you to show you what is happening between your Etsy stores and Etsy and why you're struggling to make sales. You know, I see so many people on Reddit, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok saying, I've got no sales, I can't sell, right? And then I go and look at the stores and I see 9 listings, right? 9 listings, 12 listings. Okay, this is what I see, right? Etsy gatekeeps your visibility. It restricts your visibility, okay? They're not just going to give you visibility for no reason, okay? So let's look at this. Let's break this down. Let me show you what's going on here, right? So if you've got just one product, right, and this is the customers over here. These are the customers, right? And you've got a bit of jewelry or something, I don't know, or a POD t-shirt, right? How many of these products do you think you're going to sell? This single product, just one listing in your store. You're not going to sell anything because the amount of trust you need to build up to get the visibility of that product up. Visibility. You would have to sell hundreds and hundreds of this product into these customers to get the visibility up so that you're selling more, right? So this is why I always talk about growing your store, getting bigger. Etsy is gatekeeping the visibility. If you've only got one product, how are you ever going to gain Etsy's trust? Now there's an exception to this, right? I want to show you the other side of this, right? I worked with a store back in 2016, right? Yes, I've been around that long. I've been doing this job that long. In 2016, I worked with a one product store, right? One product store. Let's see if you can guess what's going on here. Let's see if you can work it out. It was a one product store. I've just told you one product stores, you know, they don't work because you've got to gain so many repeated sales to get trust on one product. Most likely you're just doing something else, something that everyone else is doing. There's nothing unique about it. But in 2016, I worked with a one product store. This one product did 10,000 sales in 6 months. Okay? 10,000 sales in 6 months, which is completely bonkers. There was only one product in the store. How did we do it? How did this work? The answer was the product was a fidget spinner. And back then, the beginning of 2016, this was the craze. This was what was going on. And the guy only had one listing and it just went absolutely crazy because the marketplace was telling him he was the only one there. We were probably the first people to launch a fidget spinner on Etsy. And it just sold and sold and sold. Obviously the sales died down by 2017. He'd lost the sales velocity because loads of people were doing fidget spinners. It was a massive trend. Maybe some of you remember what was going on. Anyway, the reason why I'm telling you this story, it proves a point. It proves a point. And that is trust equals sales. Okay, trust equals sales. You can't put 10 listings into a store or 20 listings and expect big success. You've got to give Etsy a reason to trust you, and they will gatekeep your visibility. They will hold your visibility at a level until you make sales to show them that they should give you more visibility. Now, Etsy gives you a a little teaser of visibility. Every time you list a product, Etsy gives you a small unit of visibility on that product. Okay, it's just a little bump of visibility to see if anybody is interested in the product. Does it get views? Does it get favorites? Do you make a sale? Right? It just gives you a little bit of visibility. And then if you make a sale, then the visibility grows. Then Etsy gives you more visibility. See? Now you've got more visibility. But you can't do this with these low product numbers. You've got to be thinking about growing and building your store to collect this visibility. Get your visibility raised so that the gates get opened for you. Remember, Etsy works on recency. So if you're knocking on the door of the sales on Etsy's window, here, I've made another sale, I've made another sale, I've made another sale, this product sold, that product sold. You keep knocking, you keep banging on the door, Etsy will love you. It's recency. Recency equals trust. You see? Trust equals sales, recency equals trust. The only way Etsy can give you visibility is knowing it can trust you, which is why I always tell you guys, build your sales inside Etsy. Don't use social media. Don't use social media to do this job. Okay? You've got to build this inside Etsy. That's where you get the trust. That's where you get the visibility and make the sales. Anything else, Etsy can't trust you. They can't trust you. How can they trust you if you start sending traffic into Etsy from God knows where? Instagram, TikTok, Pinterest, wherever. They can't trust any of that traffic, but they can trust this. This is their system. And once you get up to, let me show you the other side of this. Let me show you how powerful this is, right? Once you start making sales, right? This works in your favor. The reason why I push you guys so hard, and I see people in Reddit and other places moaning about me. Oh, the Etsy consultant, he's talking about, got to get to 100 listings. Oh, it's so boring. No, that's the key to success, gaining internal visibility. Let me show you the power of this system on the other side. Now, some of you you will have seen my video where I talk about a brand that I work with on Etsy that does $20,000 a day. It really does. 20,000, 25,000. We even had a $30,000 day on Etsy. They sell jewelry, right? And let me show you the power of this. So they've built up so much trust. Trust is so high. When I put a new listing into the store, it will get 30, 50, 70, even 100 views in the first day. One new listing gets all those views the very first day it is listed, and there were no sales. That is because you've built this. This is what nobody explains on YouTube. When you build the trust, then you get this, the ability to have stored views released onto your listings even without sales. And this is why Etsy gatekeeps, because this is what it wants. This is what it wants. High performing stores that are reliable, knocking on the door of recency. I'm here, I've made another sale. Come and trust me. You don't need to look at those other guys. Look at me. It's a trust and visibility system. Okay? Trust, visibility. That's what this game is all about. Don't listen to anybody who talks about stuff like SEO and social media. It's garbage. It's garbage. You either find out the easy way with me telling you, or you find out the hard way and come to me in 6 months' time and go, yeah, like so many of you do, yeah, this is how it is. Of course it's how it is. Now, at the end of this month, I've got 2 workshops coming, and they are workshops for new and growing stores. So if you'd like to sign up for the workshops, there's a video on my channel, the last video I released explaining all about it. There's only 2 dates, Saturday the 30th of November, Sunday the 1st of December. Okay, 10 seats on the Saturday, 10 seats on the Sunday, right? This is for new and growing Etsy stores, and it includes 2 courses and my best-selling Real Etsy Seller Handbook. They're in there as well. The course price, the workshop price is $300 per seat, 10 on the Saturday, 10 on the Sunday. The book in now button is coming up on your screen. And of course, if you want to work with me, you can do that as well. I'll put a link in my comments to book in to work with me. So let me know if this makes sense to you. Is this sinking in now? Let me know in the comments. I'll catch you in the next video. Cheers.